Jesus! I can't believe it. Here we are, all of us good, wonderful Christian people, and Jesus is going to the tax thief's house. And Jesus said, "Hey, pure one." You see, Jesus saw his potential. Jesus didn't see him as a tax thief. He didn't see him like the people saw him. Jesus saw him what he's going to become. When we look at the world, how do we see them? How they can become through Jesus? Or how terrible they are. And we can get up here and we can preach every Sunday about how bad the world is, and how wicked the world is, and how terrible the world is, and all this, and making the world out to be this horrible place. Or we can say, hey, I believe that God wants to do something in our world, that we're going to be the light of the world, that God's going to change the world. It's in your perception. So he says, come down here. He's treating Zacchaeus the way he wants him to be treated. He's saying, I know you, I made you, I know your potential, Zacchaeus. I'm not looking at your sin. I know what I made you to be. I made you to be a pure one. Or you may be going through it today, but he knows what he's made you to be. He's got great things in store. The scripture said, can a mother forget her nursing child? Can she feel no love for a child that she has born? Well, the answer is obviously no. There's no way. If a mother's nursing a baby that she's going to ever forget that baby, it's impossible. The scripture also said, even if it were possible, God said, I will never forget you. See, I have engraved your name on the palms of my hands. So I'm not going to forget you. I know who you are. I know what you're going through. Your name is engraved on my hands. False some scars. Brandon, he's got great things in store for you. There are people in this room, you've been marred, scarred, abused. There's all kinds of stuff. But God's got a great plan for your life. He's got an awesome plan for your life. Number 3, and I'm going to close. I'll hurry through here. No matter what I've done, Jesus wants me. Isn't that awesome? No matter how small you feel, Jesus notices you. Number 2, no matter who ignores you, Jesus wants me. Third one, no matter what I've done, Jesus wants me. Hallelujah. Zacchaeus' sin made him feel shamed, made him feel guilty. Zacchaeus' accusers made him feel bitter and resentful. This guy was mad at society. But Jesus looks up at him and he says, he calls him by name. And he says, Zacchaeus, come down. How? Quickly. For I'm going to be a guest in your home today. Now you think that was a shocker? Jesus knew he'd be filled with guilt and shame and would never think of himself worthy enough to have Jesus in his house. Zacchaeus wouldn't even consider inviting Jesus to his house, so Jesus invites himself to his house. Isn't that awesome? He said, get out here, buddy. Let's go to your house and party. I'm going to go to your house. You may have done a lot of things in your life that you're not proud of. We all have. It's called life. But guess what? God is more interested in changing you than he is in condemning you. Remember the story of the prodigal son? He runs away from home. He takes half of his inheritance. He goes out, spends all of his money, finds himself out with the pigs. He has no money. He says, man, the servants at home have it better than I do. He goes back home. It's a long story, but it's an abbreviated version. The father sees him coming home. What's the father do? Throws a party, doesn't he? Oh, this is my son. He's coming home. Tells the other brothers, Dallas, can you come help me out a minute here? My promise I get very close to this. You lift that tray up over there for me here.
It doesn't look very good.
Hey, notice this what's in my hand right here. What is it? $10 bill? Whoa. $100 bill. Mary says she'll hold it. How about $100 bill in my hand here? What would you do with $100? Grocery shop? What? What else would you do with it? Not a trick question. Huh? Couple gallons of gas. It's $100. You spend it probably, would you? Somewhere you just take and spend it. But this $100, it's pretty clean, pretty crisp, right?
Yep. You just made it.
Guess what? You know, it's on the floor. Messed up, floor's not that clean. It's just, you know what? You stomp on it. Now, it's been on a dirty floor, it's been stomped on. Anybody still want it? It's all wadded up, crinkled up. Surely there's nothing now. I mean, it's messed up. Look at that, it's all messed up. You surely won't want this crumbled up, all messed up piece of paper out of here. Why would you want it out? It's all messed up. Doesn't even look you throw it away for me. Go here, Dallas.
I got some water, got some mud, some dirt.
Water.
Mercy.
Now I know they don't want it. It's soaked up, it's been stomped on, it's been crushed, it's been crumbled up, it's been soaked in water, it's soaking wet. Oh, that is gross. Nobody wants this now, right? What else you got? Dirt! Dirt. You ever seen a $100 bill that dirty?
That's pretty dirty. That's pretty dirty.
It's been rolled in the dirt. Chris will love me for that one. Now it is really messed up. Full of dirt, water, crumbled up, stomped on, stepped on, messed up. You surely don't want it now. You don't want it. This dirt is nasty. It's gross. You'll get your good jeans all messed up. You don't care? Dallas was, what's the matter with all these people, man? They still want this thing. It's all messed up. It's gross.
Nasty.
What's this one?
It's mud.
Mud.
Mud. That's pretty bad. That's bad. Oh, no. Oh. You shouldn't treat the president that way, you know.
You stay out of my preaching. Can you see this now? It's not just dirt. It is full of mud. I mean, that's got the dirt, water, mud. It's got it all. You can't even see. Can you see the water, the zeros on it now? You can't see anything. Can you see a resident on there? Just a little bit of green baby. I bet you don't want it now, do you, Nathan? Why don't you stick that one in your pocket? You got white pants on. It never worked with your white pants. I mean, it looks pretty gross, doesn't it? Wow. That is nasty.
Yeah, it is.
Let me, the prodigal son was like that $100 bill. He'd been stepped on, been in the pig's pen, crumbled up, life had been shot, full of mud, abused. He looked bad. Smelled bad, looked bad. Zacchaeus, a wicked old man, looked bad. I mean, this guy, his life was a mess. But Jesus said, I want you, Zacchaeus. I want you, pure little man, because I know what I'm going to do in your life, and you will become a pure man. You're going to become a changed man. Some of your lives think it else. You hang on to that. Some of your lives are just like that $100 bill. It looks bad. Crumbled up. Joyce, would you read it down? Some of your lives are just like that $100 bill. Crumbled, marred, and scarred. You think that my life really isn't worth anything anymore. Life has beat me up, and my life is all used up. But guess what? All through that process, bring that back here, guys. All through that process, that $100 bill, never one time, the value of that $100 bill never changed once in the process. When it was on the floor, it was still worth $100. When it was torn, still worth $100. When it was crumbled up, it was still worth $100. Full of mud, water, grit, and grime, and slime. The value never changed once. May I submit to you today, the value of your life has never changed once. The value of Zacchaeus' life never changed once. Tax thieving, cheating little lying man. But the value of his life never changed. Because Jesus saw something in him. See, even though I'm small, nobody noticed me. Jesus noticed me. Even though he felt like he wasn't important, he was important to Jesus. Jesus stopped at his tree, and Jesus looked up at him. He said, there you go, man. Come down here. He was worth something to Jesus because Jesus saw him for what he could become. You have an incredible plan, incredible calling of God in your life. God wants to use you to touch our world. And today is Father's Day. I don't know of a better time than on Father's Day, his day, to say, God, my life was marred, scarred, whatever it may be. But I'm going to give it to you. I know the value is there. Because my name is printed on your hands through those scars. Let God do something.